Hey everyone, it's David here with Warriors. I want to thank you for watching this video. So I've gotten two things in the mail that I'm going to share with you today. One is not so good news, and the other one is really good news. At least I think it is. But before I do that, do me a favor, and I'm going to show you both of what both these are. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click the description or click the link down below, I should say. Subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you to be one of my lucky winners and see some of my live webinars. Okay. Okay, so the first one that I thought I would share with you, and I'm going to hide both this information, is yes, you've seen it correctly. I officially got jury duty. Let me see if I give you the details here. You know what you could do is if you're on trial and you're going to be here, you could like email me, tell me that you know me. Then when they ask, it'll be really interesting. Oh yeah, they want all my information here. They want me to fill this out. I have to report on December 6th of 2022. That's not going to be fun. All right, I got jury duty. All right, that is the bit of news that you don't like opening up your mailbox. I mean, I typically like going to my mailbox, and I like going to my mailbox because you're eventually going to see, if you're doing this business and you're working it, you're eventually going to see things like this. And this should be a California state check for unclaimed property of someone who I've helped retrieve funds for. And I wanted to show this one to you because I've shown you a lot of envelopes going out that were checks getting, and I said this is from California. It typically takes a few months to get paid. And I have a lot more envelopes with FedEx that I've actually sent out that I haven't even recorded. And I need to be showing you the checks, and I get checks. And if you go back and look at some of my previous videos, you will see that. And you will see this business. So let's see what this is for. I got my little famous letter opener. You know what's funny is I don't know where I got this from. I don't know if it was inherited. Going off on a tangent here. I'm one of the weird cases where my mom moved out to a different state, and I actually stayed home. I didn't move out from home. I was getting ready to, but I came home one day. If you don't know this story, I was working graveyard shift, and I was going to school full time. And I came home, and she'd asked me if we could talk when I walked in. That usually wasn't a good sign, but she was getting transferred out of her job out of state, so she took the transfer, and she invited me to go with her, which I didn't. I was in the middle of my senior year. I was working full-time as a youth director at a church and loved it, but I was getting ready for a career and a different path there, so I chose not to. What was really interesting, I've shared this story before, and this is why I'm so big on entrepreneurship and people being able to have a side hustle and working for themselves. My mom put 28 years of her life, blood, sweat, and tears in our company, and literally her job was her livelihood. And one day they just came in, they told her they were done with her. I mean, it just really sucked. They had sold the company. The new company was like, yeah, we want you. They kept her for a couple of years. Once they learned everything, got comfortable, they were like, okay, see you. Luckily, and it's weird because she went through probably the biggest depression I've ever seen her go through. And it was just like, wow. And my sister and I were like constantly trying to talk to her, trying to encourage her, build her up. At that point, I was working full-time in a position myself. My sister was working. We were kind of all three separated. We all three are now, but it was just a time that we really had to carry her through. Right after that, my buddy's dad, same thing. He worked for the city of Pomona in the computer division, and they came in and told him they were done with him. And 30 years, and I mean, it's hard because employers want good employees, but really it is all about them. And I saw that like my last years of teaching, the admin at my school was getting rid of absolutely everybody. And it was really weird because like I would see so many teachers that were non-tenured that got so taken advantage of, and it was just, or out of there, or like, you know, they have you by the throat. It's really nice when you could have a side, and something that I just said, and I did not even plan on talking about this on this video. I'm on such a far tangent. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to keep this in or take it out for what. I'm still going to show this check. I'm assuming it's a check. I have it ready to open right here. But I just get into this because you have to, you want to be able to have a business where you can work for yourself. So let's get to the news, and then I'll give you some feedback here. So I sliced it open with the famous letter opener, okay? And I am pulling this out. Okay, this one I know about. Wow, I thought they'd want more information. This is actually from one of my Monday calls. This was a claim I got for someone. This is kind of a smaller one. It's for $1,136, and it is I'm surprised this one came in, but it is literally for $1,136. Okay, and this is what the check was for. And I have another one on the way. I did something really stupid. I actually sent in a claim the other day, and I forgot to sign it, or I forgot to put something in the right place. And luckily the state was like, you need to do this. But here's the thing. This is one of the lower checks I've received. Okay, $1,136. Now, I am, and I have people getting 2 to 3 of these a week. Okay, so let's take this, and let's say that I'm getting 2 of these a week. Well, let's say I get 1 of these a week, okay? And I'm going to do the exact amount here. It's $1,136.14. And if you did 1 of these a week, and let's say you worked on this for 48 weeks out of the year, that would be a payday of $54,534. Now, you're going to have some overhead. You're going to be paying a few expenses here and there, so just heads up. But it's still $54,534.72 what you're going to make. Now, let's say you do 2 of these a week. Very doable, okay? So you do 2 of these a week, 48 weeks. You take Christmas, New Year's off. You take a couple holidays off. You take Easter off. You take Thanksgiving off, whatever it is. If you did 2 of these a week, you'd be at $109,000. Now, let's say you did 3 of these a week. Okay, so I'm going to have to just recalculate this out. So if you did 3 of these a week, you'd be at $3,408.42 a week. And if you did 48 of these out of 48 weeks, you'd be at $163,000. I have people that are doing this that I see this do on a regular basis. And right now, today's date is, I don't even know the date, October 25th. I have to report to jury duty in December, so I got a couple months. Actually, I got like 5 weeks. Fun. Okay. This check is dated for October 18th. And again, I'll show this to you again. So if you want to see the check and when it's dated, and I'll post this video fairly soon so that you guys could see it and that you could all see it. Now, let's do something. I'm bringing in checks right now somewhere between 2 to 4 a week. Okay, let's go with the lower end of that. Let's say I'm doing 2 of these a week. So it's $1,134.14. And again, this is one of the smaller deals I've worked. And let's say that I do 2 of these a week. And let's say that that would be $2,000 a week. And let's say I work 48 weeks out of the year. That'd be $108,000 that I'd be bringing in. This deal right here, one of my Monday calls, I called the guy. I said, hi, this is David Church from JD Vista. I'm calling in regards, the guy actually called me back. I left a really detailed message. I just said, I'm calling regarding this address. And this account, it was a Roth IRA, if I recall correctly. This was a while ago. And the guy called me back, and he said he was the son. I said, okay, did you know that he lived here? And he goes, yeah, and he knew nothing about the account, agreed to work with me, really awesome. We got all the paperwork together, got it filed off, got it sent off to the state, and apparently, I thought they were gonna ask for a couple more information here, but I was surprised that they did, and we sent in some of the information they needed, but sometimes on like Roth IRAs, they want to see an actual like an old account or something like that. This one they just paid out soon, and they don't always do that. But yeah, it was that simple. And like I said, it was a call back. You should be getting a couple of these now. If you are at $108,877.44 a year, and you work 48 weeks a year, I started to say 48 hours, it'd be probably a little bit nicer, but 48 weeks a year, and you're doing this, and let's say you have a 5% overhead. Let's go 10%. Let's go worst case scenario, 10%. Okay, so that would give you 90% of that, which would be $97,989.70. Now, you're going to probably make a little bit more than that because your costs are probably going to be down, depending on how you automate it, how you do it, who you have calling, who you're working with, or what have you. So I'm saying this because this business is real. It really does work. I show you a lot of envelopes, and guess what's in the envelope. Now I'm kind of showing you, look at the check and guess what's in the check. And yeah, so this is the business. It does work. You have to be consistent. You have to follow up. and you have to leave detailed messages. I mean, again, this one was off a message. I left it for the guy. Leave a detailed message, and I'll say something like, "Hi, this is David Church. I'm calling with JD Vista. I'm calling regarding John Smith and the whatever account, Wells Fargo account he had on 123 Main Street." That sounds a lot better than saying, "Hi, I'm calling for John Smith," and just pausing and not knowing why you're calling, or not being specific enough on the phone call. You've got to be specific. You got to be detailed oriented. You've got to really follow through with your clients. You got to be real and authentic. And not everyone's going to believe you right up front. So just 100% on really following through with this business and doing this. I'm a real big advocate of this. And I'd love to see people. I love working with people I've worked with and watching people come independently. All right. I think that's it, man. I appreciate you guys' time. I won't waste any more of your time. I appreciate watching the video. Do me a favor, if you like this video, give me a like. If you have any questions on surplus fund, feel free to ask me. I do try to get through my channel and answer questions that you may have. I will see you on the next video. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you guys around. And again, subscribe if you haven't. And if you like this, like I said, give me a like. Come on. I'll see you later. Thank you.